Wow. I never thought it actually happened, but it's actually happened. Like I've not even had time to do my hair. As you can see by the caption on the screen or the title, should I say, Bruce has gone. Bruce has left the building. Bruce is out of here. I never actually thought this would happen. Like amazing times. Like listen, everyone could feel sorry for Bruce at the same time. I've seen the captions that's come out, the headlines talking about tactically inept cabbage head and all the rest of it now. But Bruce has left, and that's what we need. That is what we need to go forward. We need to make sure that his guy's gone, and he's gone. He's left the building. He's been sacked. He's going to be the wealthiest, or one of the wealthiest Newcastle United fans that there is. £8 million payoff, and that's it. He's done. He's got his thousandth game. I think Stavely and the rest of the crew have done wonders in terms of doing that. Because again, if it was down to Newcastle fans, they probably wouldn't have actually had that at all. But again, he's left the building now. He's gone. I don't know if his coaching staff's left with him, but at the same time, he's gone. Mike Ashley's gone now. So officially, we can actually get the cans out. I know it's only what 11:15 right now, but I'm sure there'll be some Newcastle fans getting the cans out right about now. So yeah, man. Man got a big boy send off, trust me. Clarky, I've not even had a chance to do my hair, bro. It's that early. So I had to just jump on. Um, no worries. People just jumping, trying to jump for joy and stuff. Yeah, the shake up begins, trust me. We'll get into that in a second. But breaking news, Steve Bruce is gone. Fantastic news as far as I'm concerned. I don't feel sorry for him, man, because look, he's been given a fantastic payoff, £8 million, bro. So you £8 million, go and enjoy life. He's saying that this is his last job as a manager. People during the game, these commentators and pundits and all the rest of it, are saying that he'll be sport for offers. Like I don't know what games they've been watching as a Newcastle fan. No, he won't. Like Premier League management, it's done for him. Like there's a younger breed of managers coming in. Foreign managers that come in and actually win stuff will be going ahead of him. So managers like him, managers like Allardyce's and all of these other dinosaur managers, they're done out here. So 8 million, enjoy the money, go and do what you need to do. And now we can start actually planning ahead now. We've got rid of the big man, we've got rid of the other big man. I don't know if Lee Charnley's still there, but I'm sure he'll be soon to go. Once we get a director of football in as well, Luis Campos has been linked with us. It's a wrap. We can actually start getting some decent management in place and start planning ahead of this January transfer window as well. So names that I'm seeing linked already. Eddie Howe's been linked. Don't know too much about him. Well, of course I know about him, but again, in terms of what we're doing, I don't know if he's the right choice. But I'm also seeing Paulo Fonseca has been linked as well. He was also linked with a Tottenham job not too long ago before Nuno got it. So again, he would be a bad stopgap, if you like, for the next couple of years whilst we get out of this relegation zone and be up the table and maybe even going forward as well. So yeah, what are you saying, Clarky? What's your top three managers you'd like to see? Are you hoping to go for someone like City did with Hughes and build on that and upgrade each time, or stay loyal with a manager? Listen, I wouldn't mind staying loyal with someone. Like I've seen Steven Gerrard linked a bunch of times, but I know for well he's only going to use us for as a stopgap to then move on to the Liverpool job. So again, like how loyal is he going to be to like this sort of cause that we've got going forward? So for me personally, I would like to see we might as well just use someone like they're going to use us in it. So we might as well use someone to jump in, do 2 years, get us to like mid-table, maybe top 8, and then get a real top pedigree manager to do the rest and get us in and amongst those Champions League spots. So at the moment, the only way is pretty much up. We're in 19th place at the moment. So anyone who comes in is pretty much going to do a stellar job. Like you'd have to be like the worst coach to mess this up, because not only you're going to get a pot load of money, but again, you're 19th in the league. So again, pretty much the only way is up. Like, there's no way you could get to 20th with the amount of money that you're going to get. So for me, the three managers that I would probably like to go with, Fonseca sounds good. Sounds good for now. Um, Eddie Howe, again, he's been out of work for a bit, and again, he was part of the reason why Wilson and Ryan Fraser left, and obviously, of course, Wilson and Fraser are at the club still at this moment in time. So I would like to see, yeah, Fonseca's definitely one of them. If we could get someone with a bit of experience in this sort of position here going forward, I don't know, it's tough at the moment. Big Frank, nah, because again, he messed up at you boys. I would like to see Frank Lampard's. Um, Purely because like he's had it, he's had chances already, and he's only had what 2 manager roles, Derby and Chelsea, and I think he didn't do well at either of them because he's out of management right now. So for me, the better option is someone who's got a bit of experience. Fonseca, it's going to have to be Fonseca at the moment because again, he can bring a different brand of football that we haven't seen in a long while. You've got to think what we've seen in recent years. We've seen obviously Bruce for the past 2 years. Rafa Benitez, all credit to him. He did what he had to do, but again, the football wasn't pretty most of the times. Previously before that, do you know what I mean? We've had the likes of McLaren and stuff like that. So we now need to see some entertaining football now. We've got the sort of players that you can bring that out of them. Your ASMs, your Almirons, your Ryan Frasers, people that can go at players and beat players. We want to see that. There's a lot of fans that are still in their mid-30s and 20s and all the rest of it who remember the days of the flying wingers and exciting players, and you had some Ben Arthurs and stuff like that. We want to see those players being brought back, sort of players brought back, and again, some exciting football, bro. We don't want to come and park the bus and see a 1-0 win and all the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jose Mourinho has already said that he's got a sort of affiliation with us, obviously through the whole Bobby Robson link. So that would be nice, but at the same time, in terms of football, it pretty much be the same thing because again, Man United fans will be quick to tell us that he didn't bring any exciting football as well. So it's tough. Like I would definitely like to see an exciting brand of football brought back. The Keegan era still lives on in my head. I know it's mad. So yeah, I would love to see someone who can actually bring that exciting football, bit of gung-ho football. Obviously, still defensively at the back, stable. But at the same time, I've got to have some excitement to watch Newcastle United again. So, yeah. Give the man credit. Nah, listen, this ain't the Frank Lampard show, man. Nah. We're not being no taster club or tester club for Frank Lampard again. He's already had 2 bites of the cherry with you boys and Derby as well. So he's not getting a 3rd bite of the cherry at us. Nah. We ideally want someone who gets the City, gets us. If there was a qualified Geordie who's a really, really good manager. It's not Steve Bruce, no, it's not that. Then we would take him because that would be the ideal fit. Rafa Benitez might have been the ideal fit, but at the same time, like I said earlier, bit boring, bit bland, not easy on the eye. I want to see some excitement in football now. Like I need to see something. If you guys have got any suggestions for me, then so be it. I'm still seeing the Gerrard links. Not really on that because Rangers, no disrespect to Scotland, but it's hard to compare that style of football to what we got down here. Lampard, as I said before, he's not really done it for me. Fonseca seems to be the only one, man. Listen, mate, if I was anywhere qualified, I probably would put my name in the hat, Clarky. Trust me. I'll put my name in the hat. Jose Mourinho, I don't know. He's obviously doing a job over at Roma, so he's calm. He's happy with that over there. Eddie Howe, I'm still seeing his name banded around purely because he's out of football, and I would have taken him. But now you got to think takeover. Would we really take him? Like he had a lot of money to deal with at Bournemouth for Bournemouth style, Bournemouth size, should I say? And again, he didn't really do the business. Clearly didn't because obviously got them relegated. So really now, if we're going to give him 20, 30 times as much, does he really warrant a big move to Newcastle? Not really. Yeah, that's what I've been talking about, Liam. Fonseca. So, yeah, Fonseca seems to be the only front runner at the moment. Him or that's it, really. Like, people talk about Conte, but I don't think Conte's really on it. Conte's more of a 4, 5, 6 years on. Okay, Newcastle established top 6, 7, sniffing in and around. Okay, Conte will take a punt on us. But at the moment where we stand, we've got to still be realistic. We're 19th in the Premier League, albeit with a takeover. But it's not looking that great for him at the moment. The other one that I would like to mention as well, though, Oh, you just brought it up. God, just on the nick of time. It's that one. Lucien Favre, former Dortmund manager, and also, oh God, I forgot his name. Ajax manager, ex-Ajax manager. Again, works with youth players. Again, that's another thing that we want to do going forward. Building the youth. Can't remember his name now. Begins with T. Someone help me out in the comment section below. But again, someone that can work with youth. That's something that we've lacked poorly. Barring the long staffs, we've not had like a good influx of youth players come through at all for a long period of time. I think previous before the long staff is what done it, maybe if you're talking like long stays, long like people that have stayed in the team for a long period of time. Woodman, of course, but he's in and out of the team. So yeah, man, really and truly, I just wanted to jump on here and just talk about how exciting this is, because this is big news. This is big news. After the Tottenham, since Andy Carroll, maybe since Andy Carroll, this is big news because Steve Bruce is finally gone. Like, best part of 2 years he's been with us. Not really seen much. We had little Carling Cup run, mid-table finish like we did on the Rafa. And for all the non-Newcastle fans or the ones that are feeling sorry for Bruce, don't. Do you know what I mean? You're probably feeling sorry for him because A, you don't support Newcastle, and B, you don't watch Newcastle games, and C, like, you're only seeing it from one side of it. Like, if you watch Newcastle games, you see how boring it is. Like, it feels mad to actually put on this top again. Ten Hag, that's the guy. That's the guy. Cheers, Clarky. Yeah, that's the other guy that I would recommend. But yeah, it's just been boring to watch, like really boring to watch. Like even the Tottenham game when we went 1-0 up, we all knew in the back of our minds this is not going to stay forever, and lo and behold, it didn't. So it feels good. I'm sure Bruce will be all right. He won't be crying too much into his £8 million worth of payoff compensation. Imagine that, getting £8 million for being bad at your job. Mad. And again, people saying that he's had his hands tied behind his back and all the rest of it. Yeah, look, working on Ashley, it's been it's been no picnic. But at the same time, like, he's had more money to spend than most managers. Like, he's brought in the likes of ASM. He's brought in the likes of Callum Wilson. He's brought in Ryan Fraser. He's, signed Jeff Hendrick and all these other guys. And he still says that he was there when Joe Linton was signed. So again, that's going to be under him. So he spent money. But at the same time, you can't blame anyone else but yourself when tactics go wrong and players are playing out of position and results are not going your way. And your win percentage is 28%? Correct me if I'm wrong, someone. But if your win percentage is that bad, and again, people are just celebrating your 1,000 games, but they're not really looking into the real numbers of how many games you've won, I can't feel sorry for you. So, yeah, exactly like you said. Like, we've relied on relegated teams last season, most part of that season. Like, it's crazy. We're always watching other people's results to make sure that we're staying steady in the league. So now, here we go. Like, the time is now. We've literally got now 12 games, I think someone said, until the January transfer window. I would like to see an organised Newcastle United, a very organised Newcastle United, have these transfers lined up. So by the time it hits January 1st, we already know that we're getting half a new team coming in and maybe half a new team going out as well at the next door. So, yeah, the first office move was, do we have to pay this guy? That's what I'm saying. Like, really and truly now, 8 million, you can't go wrong. You're getting an £8 million payoff. So, listen, I don't feel sorry for Brucey. And I'm sure you'll be all right. So, yeah, here we go. Any other season after 2 wins in 21, we go down. Imagine that. 2 wins in 21 games. Like, no wins all season this season, but 2 wins overall in 21 games. And yet we should be still feeling sorry for this guy. Come on, man. Give me a break. Give me a break. Touch wood, I don't get any breaks. Just don't go for only. Yeah, that's another thing as well. We're seeing a lot of Man United sympathisers. Obviously, he used to play for Man United back in the day. So again, if you Man United sympathisers still feel sorry for Bruce, why don't you take him? Like, I would go as far to say we would take Oli over Bruce. Not now, obviously, but again, if we had to do a swap, if both managers were still in employment, I would take Oli over Bruce, and that's saying something. But now we don't have to take either. So, yeah, this is just a quick video for me. We'll go into a bit more detail when the boys are back. I've just literally woke up and I just woke up to that news. So that is amazing news to see. Probably not too amazing for Bruce, but he knew it was coming. You could tell by his press conferences that it was coming up. But at the same time, we now have got something to look forward to, the Palace game going forward. And I believe Graham Jones is still at the club. Obviously, he wasn't part of Bruce's initial backroom staff. So he's going to be taking charge as going into the next game against Vieira's Palace. So that should be an interesting one going forward still. But again, I'm sure I'll do another stream either on the day or before the game. And then we hopefully should have a new manager in charge. But thank you guys for watching and listening. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bruce is gone. Peace.